up again, but then his tummy and his legs swell up more. And we've reached a stage where we can make very little progress at all. Now, are you feeling strong enough for us to sit you up? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just going to slip your arms right out of this. Can we just slip this off? He's very dematous, isn't he? I mean, presumably he's had lots of IVs that have not gone very well. Okay, just lie back for me, Nigel. Okay, come. He's very, very wheezy. The blood count is stable. It's not great, but it's stable. What we do is let's stop the beta blocker, give him the nebulizers. His tummy is not tense, and I would prefer let's just sort out the chest and the other bits first. Just look up for me. Look up at the ceiling for me. Yeah, a little bit yellow. So not nearly so well today. No.
My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel.
Each time he has an admission, it's just, he's a little bit further down the hill, he's a little bit sicker, it takes him longer to bounce back. And of course, the inevitable progression would be that he won't bounce back, he will die. The alcohol is not a problem now. The problem is the problem we have with every transplant. Are they sick enough to need a transplant? But we mustn't allow him to get so sick that he can't actually have the transplant. Hi, hi, hi. Hi. Hello. Well, the truth of the matter is now, I think that without a transplant, you will die, and there is no guarantee about a transplant, as you know, so we've got to think about getting you assessed. The truth of the matter is now, I think that without a transplant, you will die. There is no guarantee.
Oh, I should be the strong one, shouldn't I?
All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get upset.
Right.
The only time I cry is when they give me news like that. Other than that, I'm all right. It's when you see the doctors and they give you news like that. Other than that, I just take each day as it comes. I never cry. Never. Unless I feel a bit lonely. I just keep my fingers crossed that his lungs and that are all right.
Because he called my sister.
Now is the time to get him assessed, and they will take longer to assess him, partly because he's certainly has been a drinker, and they will want to be very sure that he doesn't drink. And I think too that his chest may be a problem. But he's got so many unstable bits at the moment that I think if you attempted to tips him, you'd almost certainly kill him.
I felt just like getting better, to be quite honest with you. Look, there you go. You don't tell you nothing, do you?
This has got to be what you call a natural high, due to no alcohol, no drugs, anything. I wouldn't feel as good as I did with a drink inside me. This is now the longest amount of time I have gone without a drink. I'll beat this. I am beating it. I keep saying it's been 8 weeks, but 8 weeks is a long time for someone that hasn't, for an alcoholic not to have a drink. It is a long time.
Nothing has improved. I think things are drawing to an end.
Yeah.
If there's not some dramatic turnaround shortly, it's flogging a dead horse. If things haven't improved within about 24 hours, we are going to have to just look very hard at things and ask whether we're trying in a hope that something will happen when it just won't happen. Mm-hmm. He's not suffering in any way, he's not aware of anything, he's not in pain, nothing at all. Things like the transplant have just sort of disappeared, I'm afraid, over the horizon.
You've done marvellous, Dr. Anna. You've been with me for 10 years. Just one more day.
What right have I to film Kath's grief? Why am I asking you to watch Nigel die?
Is Paul allowed up there?
Do you feel strongly you would like Paul to be up there?
Yeah.
Kath needed someone to be with her. Maybe because the television camera had become some sort of a prop that can become very important, rather like a deep but silent friend. Yes, her grief is personal, but she wanted the camera to witness the consequences of alcoholism, a disease that's robbed her of a very nice man. As she says, he never hit me, he always worked.
Jesus, to say hello. Billy says to say hello. Big kiss. Everyone sends their big kisses to you. Okay? Everyone.
But filming her grief, we'll see. If it survives the cutting room, then I'll know it was right.
I feel really angry and I hate him at the moment. I've got a day off and that's going to take all my effort to sort him out again. Mark's not been really moving forward at all. I was coming home from work and actually was stalling an extra 10 minutes because I didn't want to be home. I can't leave him to die. That's ultimately what's going to happen.
Okay, what's the situation with Mark?
Well, he's now an inpatient on the psychiatric ward, and I'll get along to see him when they ask me to do so.
So he's in their responsibility now?
Yeah, he's in their care. Yeah.
Is that something you thought might happen?
Yes, very much so. I mean, I knew he'd be back under somebody's care. It's just a question of whose care.
He doesn't do anything for himself, does he?
No.
No, he's not here.
You ask him to post a letter that's going to help him get incapacity benefit or housing benefit, and he doesn't do it.
Have you seen your mum and your stepfather lately?
I think she's given up hope. Keep hoping that I'm going to get better, and I keep letting people down, you know.
Andy and I have been drinking with one of his Irish friends. And the drink was Bailey's, vodka and some other white spirit. And you had to down it in one. We just sent Andy mental. He just went mental. Come on then, if you want some, come and get it. So what are you doing? Just leave me alone, I'll sort them all out. I said, sort who out? It's nobody here wants to fight with you. You're a twat, man. Andy made me angry, and I've got a temper. I said, if you're going to be like that, then I'm going. Yeah, because you fucking accused me of it anyway, so I might as well say it.
But you change when you're drinking, Vanda.
I either change into Miss Happy Happy, and everybody's lovely, or Miss Suicidal, and I'd like to self-harm, or Miss Angry.
Your anger is that you haven't got a child.
No.
Would Andy have a child with you?
Andy can't. Because his dear beloved wife